Naji, I haven't gone and looked up all the stats, but do you usually play well when you play here at home?
Something you gotta do, bro. You gotta do your homework, bro. Your research, bro. No question about it.
What is the feeling going out and playing in effect in your home?
Just comfortable. I know a lot of people out here in the stands who work at the arena. The opposing coaches. I really feel comfortable here. So, just comfortability.
And it looked like when you got knocked down in the fourth quarter, it looked like you got hit pretty hard. What happened there?
Not much. Just went up for a rebound. Just playing hard. Just playing hard. That's what comes with the game. I love it. I just took a break right quick, shake back, but I'm good.
The team had a big advantage in points in the paint and second chance points. Just what was working for you and also the group overall today?
Taking what the game gives me. Playing basketball, being free, having fun. I think a lot of us just been in our head and trying to be perfect and not mess up, and it's causes us to look out of whack sometimes. So I think all of us for real just came in, played free, and looked good.
Naji, you guys were down 8 a minute into the fourth quarter. What changed to flip the game in your favor?
Just playing free, sticking together. I think we haven't done a lot of that this year, so just we're getting down. Been in that situation plenty of times, all of us. So just sticking together, trusting ourselves, trusting the coaches, and we came up with the victory.
What did you get from Musa tonight? 'Cause it seemed like he was all over the court.
That's my boy right there. We hard on Musa because he has a lot of potential and to be great, and we want him to be great. And play unbelievable tonight. I feel like all the things that we ever yell at Musa for, he played hard tonight. He blocked shots, he rebounded, he ran the floor, created open shots for other guys. That's something that don't show up in the stats. But, he was a major factor of what we did tonight.
I think you threw that pass to Cooper in the first quarter. How much of a weapon is he just like on the fast break transition that you guys can use?
Unbelievable. Big, wide frame, can finish, strong. So, and he got bounced. So him in the open court is scary. And the more we can get in the open court and get stops and play like that, I think the better our chances of winning the game.
Brandon Williams had a really positive performance. Just what were all the things that you liked about his performance today?
Be will. He can play the point. He can score. He just does it all. And like you said, like y'all guys know, sometimes we're shorthanded, and that's what the bench is for, or the players who might not play as much when the stars is here. It doesn't fall. Next man up, and B. Will came and did his job.
You talked about playing free and feeling wanting to play perfect. Where do you think that is coming from? That pressure?
There's no pressure, just the love of the game, 82 games, I'm trying to win all 82, so I've been hit with some adversity, so definitely just trying to, feel like, not in a necessary way, but feel like you're a superhero and fix it all at once, by yourself, so it could be hard sometimes when you're mental, but, just trusting your work, trusting your teammates and the coaches, and going out there and balling like you know how to.
Naji, I know just pivoting back, you playing at home and seeing a couple of the guys on the Wizards are also from the area, being Cam Whitmore and Bub. How's that make you feel seeing, the younger guys coming up behind you? And
they from Baltimore.
Oh,
this
yeah, I know you're from B-more. I know
I
said region. I didn't say DMV.
Okay.
Yeah. I know they're both from Baltimore, but regionally, like off of between 495.
Yeah.
How's that feel?
I mean, it's unbelievable. It's a lot of talent in this area, even coming up next right now. I know fourth graders are unbelievable at basketball, and I just, love to see it. You come back home in the summer, and so much good runs and so many old NBA players. It's just a rich culture, and I really love it here. And I'm proud to see those guys keep doing their thing. They're young, and they're going to be great players in this league, too, so it's just a proud moment.
Be well. You guys were down 8 going into the early in the fourth quarter. What changed? What changed in the game in your favor at that time?
I mean, we've been here in this situation before. Close game in the fourth with a couple minutes left. So, just ultimately just turn up the energy on both sides of the floor. Obviously defense, and then offense will kind of just take care of itself.
speaking of energy, what did you get from Musa tonight?
Man, Musa is big for us. Just running the floor. I think I was talking to him today in terms of how much even if he doesn't get the ball running the floor, how much does that take up? You know, he gets guys open shots on the opposite side of the wings by doing that, and ultimately he's playing hard and damn near everybody out there. So once you're playing hard, I think the game's going to reward you.
What strides do you feel you've made in terms of being an all-around playmaker, especially since last year?
Yeah, I think one of my main things just this offseason was just trying to learn the defensive different coverages. I know I can get by my man basically whenever, so just figuring out that next line of defense, seeing guys that were coming in, Musa coming in, how he likes the ball, where does he like the ball. So as a point guard, it just takes a minute to gel with the guys, and ultimately practice is a lot different than games. So coming out in games, we just got to figure it out faster. So my job for sure.
And Naji said he feels like you guys played freer tonight, that maybe you guys, maybe in recent games, have tried to be too perfect. Do you get a sense of that?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's a feeling thing when you come out there. Like Naj said, you try to come out there and play free as possible. Like I said, just playing defense, and then once you play defense, just getting out there on the offensive side. We're all athletic. We're all fast. I think we want to showcase to the world that. So I think it's good that we can do that, get Cooper out in the open field, and as well as Naji and PJ and a lot of those guys. So.
The offense scored a lot of points in the paint. Just what was overall working to be able to get into the paint so frequently?
I mean, just that's the biggest thing for me as a point guard. Just telling the guys just get in the paint, make the right play. Teams are going to do different things night in and night out. Just coming in, watching film is a big thing. Seeing how they're playing defense, seeing if the low man is there or whatnot. So just playing off of that. Like I said, use our athletic ability and trust our work that we put in.
What are some things you can take from this road trip overall going back home?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we had a bunch of just ups and downs. Obviously, that Memphis game, we really wanted it, and it didn't go our way. So, I mean, we took a lot. We got a lot of film out of it, seeing what we need to work on defensively, offensively. But ultimately, I think we got pretty good shots on the offensive side. It just has to fall.
He was home. He tends to play really well at home. So it was good to see our bench. When you talk about Naji, he played at a high level on both ends, and then seeing B. Will be a plus 24, our bench was really good for us tonight.
Speaking of the bench, that was largely your 19-0 run in that first quarter. I think 10 of your 11 players who played scored in that quarter. What would you say about the collective effort off the bench?
Yeah, I think just the ball movement, the trust, making a play for a teammate. I thought we tried that last night. We just didn't capitalize. The ball didn't go down for us tonight. The ball did, and it just shows the trust and the belief that they're doing the right thing. It's just, the reward sometimes is not, where we don't make the shot, and so we get a little frustrated. But I thought tonight we maintained our composure. They made a run. We didn't panic. We continued to keep playing the right way.
He didn't, some of his shots didn't fall, but Cooper seemed really physical tonight. I want to ask you about kind of his grit.
Yeah, I thought he was great. I thought some of the attacks to the rim, I thought he got fouled on. And so we'll go back and look at the tape, but I thought he was aggressive. I thought there for a second he just took control of the game with the pass, with the tempo, being able to find teammates. I thought he did it at a high level for us tonight when we needed it. His trust of making a play for a teammate. I know he really wanted that pass to be Will. He wanted to throw the lob to be Will, and he was a little frustrated that he didn't give him a better pass. But I think, when you look at the game on a back-to-back, I thought the physicality and him being able to attack was at a high level.
Jason, with all the injuries to your front court, what did you like from Musa tonight?
Oh, he's been great. He was great last night. I think when you talk about someone's energy, you can feed off. He's one that gives that. He's out there running track. And no matter what part of the game, he's going to give everything he has. And you saw that on display tonight. We saw it last night. And I think, he's a big part of the energy that we need. And so he was, even though if he didn't score the ball, he caused the problem. He sealed. He got guys layups. And then I thought that post dunk that he had was pretty good too.
You talked about B. Will a little bit earlier. How is he able to be a difference maker tonight?
I think being able to use his speed, being able to set screens, and then also just he got a lot of wide open looks tonight, and so having that balance of being able to use the speed to get to the basket, his teammates finding him wide open, and then I thought his defense coming up with those steals were big.
Hey, Coach. You've had a good amount of experience trying to build something, whether it be as a player or a coach. A player on these Mavs, coach on the Bucks, and the Wizards are trying to build something themselves right now. How important is finding that table setter to a young group like what the Washington Wizards are trying to do?
Yeah, I think it's always important, but I think they got a good one when you talk about CJ, just a vet who's played at a very high level and continues to play at a high level. He was really good tonight. And so when you look at someone as a role model to look up to for these young Wizards, they have someone right there in that locker room.
Your team had a 29-19 scoring differential in the fourth quarter. Just what did you like overall, execution-wise, in the fourth?
Yeah, I think the defense. I think it started with our defense. We can talk about PJ playing the 5 and coming up with some big tip outs there. But just the defense being able to hold them, not giving up a wide open 3. Being able to rebound the ball, and then in transition being able to capitalize, and then executing down the stretch. I thought that we did a really good job of executing the plays down the stretch.
Jason, you talked about the stretch where Cooper took over the game with his passing. When was that, and what were you seeing from him there?
I think just his youth of not being tired, being able to get the rebound, being able to push, and so being able to find, Christie. It started with, I think, the Christie 3 in the corner. And then just being able to make plays, and we need that energy, especially on the back-to-back. And when we got in at 4 in the morning, I think that's, something that we can feed off, and he took full advantage of that.
How do you balance wanting to enable him to make the playmaking decisions like he has, but also trying to cut down on some of the turnovers he had?
Yeah, I think we're going to live with the turnovers because the intent is right. And so when you talk about trying to make a play for a teammate, he is trying to, do that at a high level at the age of 18. And so we're fine with the turnovers. We believe the process that he's going through is only going to make him better as time goes forward.
The offense had a lot of points in the paint and second chance points. Just what did you like about the rebounding offensively and just overall paint execution?
Yeah, I thought, we've had this type of game and we couldn't capitalize, and tonight we did. And again, I thought yesterday we did a lot of good things at the end of that game, and I thought there was carryover from that Memphis game. And so just understanding that group is fighting, and so to be able to get the ball in the paint and be able to score at the level that we did tonight is a positive.
What do you think about some of the stuff Cooper's done when he's been able to get in the open floor this season?
He's super athletic. He's faster than you think, and then his playmaking, and then again, his ability to take off and get to the rim. Some of those maybe we thought could have been a foul, but I love that he didn't stop going. He's a competitor. He wants to win, and you can see that spirit tonight.